back to the organ crawl. This is part 2. As we're backing out of the foundation chamber, you can see some of the tuned or the non-tuned percussions, the traps, the toys that are in the instrument. This is one group that includes sirens, auto horn, doorbell, slapstick, slide whistle, and a few other odds and ends. I'm now backing out of the doorway, and I will close it. I'm now standing in the vestibule part of the main chamber, which is adjacent to the foundations, the other chamber that starts in the basement. This wall contains all of the Zetronix driver boards for the main chamber. You can see I managed to use up almost every bit of free wall space in this instrument. Adjacent to the foundation chamber and behind it is a soundproof room that we're going into now. This room contains all the tremulants for both these basement chambers, both the foundation and the main chamber. There's 7 trems in here. Some Barton, a Kimball, and a Morton. This room also contains all of the driver boards, again Zetronix equipment, for the foundation chamber that we just toured. This also has a lot of the miscellaneous control circuitry in here. Relays to reverse the action of the trems, because as is the case with many theater organs, the trems have to be turned on to be off. So the easiest way to do that was to simply use some relays. Swell shade controls. This group of boards here are the Peterson analog tone generators for the 3 32-foot extensions in the instrument. Borden, diaphone, and the 16-foot tuba. Now we're going out the door of this chamber, and we run smack into the speaker cabinets for those 32-foot extensions. Bottom 2 15-inch cabinets are for the Borden. One of the upper ones is for the diaphone, and then this one and the smaller 12-inch are for the 32-foot tuba extension. Now that we're in the main chamber, I'll walk up into the middle of all of the pipe work in this chamber. We're going to go first by the Morton marimba. Very large. These are some of the miscellaneous regulators. This is a half-length 16-foot oboe horn, which is in turn mitered for about 5 feet. Believe it or not, it plays 16-foot pitch. I had these pipes made by Wicks to extend the 8-foot oboe horn. Pardon the shaking again, I gotta get up in between things here. Here we are in the main chamber. This chamber contains 12 ranks of pipes also. Almost all of it is entirely on Wurlitzer chestwork. The hooded 16-foot at the back here is the 16-foot post horn. These pipes were made by Wicks, the 16-foot octave that is. The 16-foot tibia, this is a 16-foot extension of the Wurlitzer tibia in this chamber. It is a Borden scale 16-foot because I believe this tibia came out of a residence. And then the fourth 16-foot, you can just see the top of, is the Ophiclide 16-foot extension. These happen to be Morton 16-foot pipes. I'll climb up on the walkway here so I can get over all the pipe work so you can see what's in this chamber. Of course, the Wurlitzer chests are diatonically arranged so you have C and C sharp sides. Starting at the back or side wall of the chamber, we have the lower few notes of the Wurlitzer style D trumpet. A couple notes of the E.M. Skinner tuba horn. And bottom 3 notes of the 8-foot oboe horn. This is a molar oboe horn. And this is the stop that is extended to the half-length 16-foot that I showed a few minutes ago. The first rank of the main chest is the 8-foot crumhorn, or crumette, as far as theater people are concerned. This is a Trivo copy. Next rank in is the 8-foot quintadina. This is a Jerome Meyer quintadina that was in a Barton. As a matter of fact, it was in the Barton in the Capitol Theater in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Next in is one of the pair of pencils, tin strings, VDOs, Wurlitzer. This is the Celeste, 4-foot on the chest, and then of course the 8-foot of both the Celeste and the main prime rank are against the back wall over here on that typical double 12-note chest, string chest that Wurlitzer used. Next rank in is the Skinner tuba horn. As you can see, it goes harmonic fairly low down. And it reeds all the way to the top. Next rank is the old orchestra, the matching stop to go with the VDO Celeste. This again is Wurlitzer. Next rank in is the 8-foot post horn. Oops. There. This post horn is one of two tribal post horns that was originally in the Paramount Music Palace in Indianapolis when it first opened. The next stop in is the standard old Wurlitzer 6-inch pressure Vox. This is Vox number 2 in this instrument. Next is the Moeller oboe horn. Next, the Wurlitzer tibia from 2-foot C up. The 8-foot octave is in a couple different places in the room. There is some of it laying horizontally on a shelf at the back of the chamber. Next rank, right next to the walkboard that I'm standing on, is the Ophicleide, which as you can see is fairly large scale. This is Moeller, and it goes harmonic quite low. Then in front of the 16-foot tibia, and to answer your question, you're probably thinking, aren't those pipes affected by the 16-foot tibia? The answer to that is no, they're not. This is the Style D trumpet. And the Morton horn diapason from 4-foot C. There are also quite a few of the rest of the traps for the instrument are in this chamber. The splash cymbal, tambourine, maracas, hi-hat cymbal, another reiterating tap cymbal, and then this usual rather standard Wurlitzer arrangement that has a bird whistle, boat whistle, castanets, triangle, fire gong, another cymbal, snare drum. This ends video number 2 of the crawl.